I'm waiting for that beat to drop. What? Who? What? Who? And welcome back to another episode of the Menace Report, the weekly prediction show. It's week 7, folks, and it's about to go down. Name of Joe. Now, last week, in this Drink Bears Don't Shed Tears Fantasy Football League, Roberto went 7-0 with his weekly predictions. That's right, I was correct. What came out my mouth actually came to fruition, if I'm saying it correctly. Excuse me. It's a little early. Yes, came true. Now, let's get into this, folks. Week 7, a lot of big matchups, and I can't wait till tonight. We're doing our weekly show, me and my partner, so please tune in later after she gets done with all the editing because she's the best. I'm not good at that, so that's why I let her take over the full job. She is responsible for that. All I got to do is run my big mouth. All right, let's look into these predictions. All right, we're going first matchup. We got Menace to Fantasy versus Monday Night Squad. Let me write that real quick. Menace versus Squad. Now, currently I'm sitting at 3-3 in the 8th spot. And Monday Night Squad is 5-1 in the 2nd spot. Now, if you guys really watch, you know I've said the next quarter I need to go at least 3-1. And this is the one I said that I'll probably end up losing. But I made a couple trades, kind of controversial trades, but I was able to acquire some talent that I feel I have a more competitive team to face Squad. All right, because I got a lot of people on bye this week. Now, let's look at these quarterback matchups. We got Jared Goff going against Russell Wilson. Now, Goff was a straight bum. He killed a lot of folks, and he killed a lot of Ram skill players last week. The only reason why I went out and got this man's services is, first off, his head coach, Sean McVay, is not going to let them come out and put on a horrible display like they did last week. That offensive display was horrible. He's an offensive-minded coach, and they're going against the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm expecting some fireworks, a big game. I don't know if Todd Gurley's playing. Even if he doesn't, the boy Henderson looked explosive. And I think they're going to use Henderson over Brown. I think Brown's questionable anyways. Henderson looked explosive. They just need to go ahead and let Henderson rock if Gurley don't play. Because he's more explosive than Brown. We got Goff going against Atlanta, and we got Russell Wilson going against Baltimore. Of course, I'm going Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson right now is an MVP candidate, so I'm going to give the edge to him. All right. I don't know if Marcus Peters is going to play for Baltimore. Probably not. If he does, it'll be here and there. But I think Jared Goff is going to be good, but I'm going to lean towards Russell Wilson. Wide receivers, we're going Robert Woods. I wanted that stack. So I got Woods in the trade I gave the second best quarterback in fantasy up for these two young men. But I hope they pay dividends this week. Robert Woods, he's been up and down, and I hope he's back up this week going against Julio Jones. Now, Julio's a beast. What I'm hoping is that Jalen Ramsey plays this week, and he actually is on Julio. Maybe they can temper some of them numbers. That's what I'm hoping. But just because the name saying Julio's a beast, I'll lean towards Julio Jones again. Wide receiver spot, number 2. Emmanuel Sanders on a short week. I know he left the game early with a knee problem. I wasn't going to play him, but folks, I got some bad news. MVS doesn't look like he's trending in the right direction, so I might be forced to play Emmanuel Sanders against KC. That's the only thing I got really good is it's Kansas City. Kansas City's going to put numbers up, so Joe Flacco, Wacko Flacco, going to have to put the ball up. Hopefully he doesn't just pass to Sutton all day. I hope Sanders is out there. He practiced yesterday. He got a full practice, and so he should play. Now, Tyler Lockett. That's the stack for Squad with Wilson. I'm hoping Baltimore, defense ain't the same, but I'm hoping they can try to control Lockett a little bit. But I'm going to lean toward Lockett again. Running backs, Kerryon Johnson going against Minnesota. It's not a good matchup there. And I can't wait till tonight when I address the situation with Punk ass and myself with Kerryon. Kerryon's my man, going against Chris Carlson. Now, Squad's got that triple up stack. Baltimore's run defense is decent, so still, I'm going to lean towards Chris Carlson because Minnesota's D is vicious. All right, running back 2 spots. Phillip Lindsay going against Kansas City tonight versus Tariq Cohen. Lindsay all day. I know he's splitting carries with Royce Freeman, but if you pay attention, folks, When it gets in the red zone, that's not Royce Freeman in the backfield. That's a little light-skinned boy with all that hair, and his name is Philip Lindsay. He's the one getting that red zone, and that's what I'm big on. The running backs get that red zone production, get them touchdowns. You just pay attention. You look at that. It's not Royce Freeman. It's Lindsay that's in there when they're about to score. When it's in the red zone, that's Lindsay. All right? Troy Cohen really hasn't done nothing. Now watch he explode just because I said that. Tight ends. Effort. I'm trying to get my triple up stack. Like I said, all the Rams skill players was killed last week because Jared Goff was a bum. Let's hope he has a bounce back game. I'm not expecting anything huge, but let's see if he can get back to he was starting to flow a little bit. Let's see if he starts flowing again. Going against Hunter Henry. Big game for Hunter Henry last week, but they're going against Tennessee. Tennessee is a respectable defense. He's going to get targets because the Chargers wide receiving core is limited right now. They got a lot of issues. So this is why Eckler still remains, relevant because that banged up core, wide receiver core out in Los Angeles Chargers. We're going Tate from Cincinnati in the flex versus Deshaun Jackson. I'm going to lean towards Tate because I don't know. Maybe squad knows something. I didn't see anything saying that the D-Jack's going to play, but now I see a little red box. So maybe he's playing this week. But it's the first game back going against Dallas. If he does get inserted into the lineup, maybe they might try to go deep. But Dallas defense is decent. So I'm still going to lean Tate. Tate is getting targeted. I'm hoping Boye, the other DB out there in Jacksonville, is up on, what's the other boy's name? I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about. Boy. I hope Boy is covered by Boye so Tate can get some more love and the red rifle can pass to him. And we got the defense. We got Tennessee going against the Chargers, and we got Jacksonville versus Cincinnati. We'll lean towards Jacksonville. So I'm going to lean towards Monday Night Squad with the win, but you never know. If I can get this, I'll be at 4-3, and then I'll be looking all right. 3-3, I'm not looking too shabby. I still got an outside shot. I just need things to start falling in place and start going my way. So I'm going to lean towards Squad. Hopefully I give him the curse, and he loses, but we're going to lean towards Squad with that first matchup. All right. Next matchup, we got All Madden versus Rome Swag is back. All Madden is sitting at 5-1 in first place currently, and Rome Swag is at 2-3-1 in the ninth spot. Let's look at the quarterbacks. Carson Wentz going against Dallas. That's that division rival. And we got Phillip Rivers going against Tennessee. I'm going to lean towards Carson Wentz. There should be some points up, even though it's a division rival game. Sunday night game. I think there's going to be some points. Put up. So I'm going to lean towards Wentz. Wide receivers. We got Brandon Cook going against Larry Fitzgerald. I'm going to lean Larry Fitzgerald. The Giants secondary is horrible. They run a lot of plays out there in Arizona. Larry should be the beneficiary. I don't see a touchdown, but I do see a lot of receptions. Next spot, we're going Michael Thomas versus Alshon Jeffrey. Michael Thomas all day against Chicago. Chicago's a tough-ass D. But Alshon, he's a hit or miss. I've never really was a big fan of Alshon Jeffrey, even when he was out in Chicago. Hit or miss. So I'm going to lean towards Michael Thomas because he's a beast. Even if he don't score, he's getting receptions all day long. Running backs, we got Devontae Freeman versus Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones all day. The boys are studs. Go against Oakland. They're starting to still show some signs, but still Oakland. Freeman had a decent game last week, but the Rams, they're re-energized now with this boy Ramsey coming in. I know Ramsey is a DB, but he brings life, and I know they're all ecstatic. I see the Rams shutting down Freeman. We got Tevin Coleman going against Josh Jacobs in the next running back spots. Green Bay's D has been decent. Not even decent, they've been good. So I think they're going to kind of limit Josh Jacobs a little bit because they really don't have to respect Derek Carr. Terrell Williams might not even play. He got plantar fasciitis. They got the plantar nuts. So their best wide receiver might not even play. Tevin Coleman came out last week, first game back, and had a good game. Going against Washington. Washington is Washington. So I'm going to lean towards Tevin Coleman on that matchup. Tight ends, we got Mark Andrews going against Jared Cook. We had a Jared Cook sighting last week, but they're playing Chicago. I'm going Andrews in Seattle. I think Seattle's defense is decent. They're not the old Legion of Boom. They're decent. Andrews, I don't know. He might squeak a touchdown out. Now we're going into the flex. We got Michael Gallup going against Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack is going against Houston. He's going to get his numbers. I think that's going to be a good game. But Gallup right now is looking like he's trending to be the wide receiver 1 out in Dallas. Amari Cooper, I don't see him suiting up. So I think Gallup is going to be the wide receiver one this week, and he's gonna get the ball. He's going to do lovely. So I'm leaning towards All Madden with the victory in this one. Okay, sorry, my homie Rome. Sorry, my brother. Next matchup we're going into. Let's see. We got Brolic Blue going against Ice Ice Baby. Brolic Blue is 2-4, sitting in the 11th spot, and Ice Ice Baby is 4-2, sitting in the 3rd spot. Now, Grid and Ice did a big trade, so Ice has got some new weapons. I'm glad he hasn't just sit there. He's making moves. I know he's conservative sometimes, but you got to make moves in this thing called fantasy football. Got to get them W's, got to get them points. Let's look at the quarterbacks. Daniel Jones for Brolic going against Dak Prescott going against Philly. Philly secondary is suspects. They're sus. Their front seven is all that, but their secondary is horrible. I'm going to lean Prescott. Danny Dimes is Arizona, but I'm still going to lean Prescott. It's a big game. Wide receiver ones, Amari Cooper going against Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, because I don't think Amari Cooper's playing. That's just my opinion. So Keenan Allen versus Tennessee, he's got a tough time, but just for the fact that I don't think Cooper's suiting up, even if he does, I think he's going to be limited quad. I currently have a quad and hamstring injury right now I'm dealing with. I know how it feels. It don't feel good. Golden Tate versus D-Hop. Golden Tate had a good game. I played him in another league, and luckily the GM left him on the bench. He's going to get fed because there's really nothing else out there, all them injuries out there in New York. So, but D-Hop, when is it going to happen, D-Hop? You've been real quiet. Is this the game he explodes? I'm going to lean yes. D-Hop comes out and explodes. Running backs, Le'Veon Bell going against New England versus James White going against the Jets. I'm leaning James White. I know Sam Darnold is back, but New England and Bill Belichick and that defense, they know how to take away your best weapons. And they know Bell is one of their top weapons. They're going to take him out the game. White's going to be using that pass game. He is a running back, and he gets some little short passes. It's like running the ball. So I see James White having a good game here. Next one, we got Melvin Gordon going against Singletary. Singletary's been out. He's coming back against Miami. Let's see if this hamstring holds up. Melvin Gordon's been complaining that he needs more touch to get into that rhythm, which I understand he does, but Tennessee ain't no joke. I'm going to lean. No, I'm going to lean towards Melvin Gordon, but I think it's going to be limited. I think they're going to ease back Singletary. I think they're not going to just come out and give him a full workload. He's going to get eased back, and they don't want a setback. Tight end, Kittles going against Washington versus Waller, Green Bay. I'm going Kittles against Washington. Nothing wrong. Waller just signed a big extension, but I'm leaning towards Kittles. And we're going into the flex. We got Duke Johnson going against Sony Michel. I'm going to lean Sony Michel here. Duke, I know he scored last week, but I don't think that's going to be a regular basis. I think it was just the game, Kansas City, that we're going to be a little bit more using the passing game, Duke. So I'm leaning towards Sony Michel here. And defense in New Orleans going against Chicago versus Buffalo, Miami. Of course, I'm going Buffalo. So I'm going to go Ice with the victory on this one. Ice going to get back in the winning way. Sorry, Blue. All right, next matchup. We got D-Block going against Grid. All right, D-Block is currently 1-5 at the 13th spot, and Grid is 3-3. Okay, in the 7th spot. Let's look at these matchups here. We're going quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson goes against Colts versus Patrick Mahomes. Denver tonight. I'm going to lean Patrick Mahomes. He's been quiet, but he got his weapon back. He got Tyreek Hill back. I'm going to lean towards Mahomes. All right. Watson is a beast too. I'm sorry I had to let him go, but I needed some players. But Mahomes tonight. Wide receivers. Adam Thielen going against Detroit and Tyreek Hill at Denver. I'm going to go with Hill. I know Adam and what's the other boy, Diggs, is starting to get more into the game plan. But Hill, he's just a special player, and it's that stack with Mahomes. Wide receiver twos, we got Marvin Jones going against Minnesota versus Kenny Galladay. Minnesota, Galladay. He's the number one. We saw that the other night. They were going for Galladay. So even though Minnesota is a tough D, and what's up, Xavier Rose is out there, so Galladay might have a tougher role, but I'm still going to lean Galladay. Running backs, David Johnson versus Delvin Cook. David Johnson here because the Giants, I don't like the Giants. The defense is sorry. Cook is a beast. Detroit is all right, but I'm going to lean towards David Johnson on this one. Got a little back issue going on for David Johnson, but I'll see him playing. Next one, we got Joe Mixon. I don't like Mixon versus Jacksonville. Versus Damian Williams, Kansas City tonight. Denver. That one is I don't know. It's hard. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the career backup, but he's in a lovely offense. And Joe Mixon, I just ain't been a fan. So I'm just going to nullify that one. It's just even. That one breaks even. This is where I think this is what's going to get down and dirty. The tight end spots. Arizona's defense is horrible against the tight ends. Evan Ingram is going to have a game. It's going to have a game. It's going to have a game. Travis Kelce tonight. He's been kind of quiet. Is he going to resurface tonight? Thursday night game. Big game for that triple up stack he's got going with them Kansas City players. Okay? He got more than a triple up. He got 4. Oh, yeah. That's more than 3. Yeah. Quadruple. Yeah, he's coming with the best offense. Got a lot of offensive players on there. All right. So we're going to the flex. Sanders, which I like going against Dallas. Eckler, nice little flex play. I'm going to lead towards Sanders. This is a big game going against Dallas. I think they're going to start using this board more and more and realize they got a gem right there in Sanders. Overall, though, we're looking at this. I'm going to lean grid. Sorry, cuz. Leaning grid on this with the victory. All right, next matchup, we're going Money in the Bank versus Uptown Assassin. Now, Money is currently sitting at 0-5-1 in the 14th spot. That's the total bowl right now. And Uptown is currently at 4-2 in the 6th spot. Okay, let's look at these matchups. Jimmy G is going against Washington versus Matthew Stafford, Minnesota. I got Jimmy G in another league, so I'm going to lean towards Jimmy G. Hopefully, he comes up. They might not have to pass the ball that much, but I'm hoping they do because I got Jimmy G in another league. So I'm leaning towards Jimmy G. Now, wide receiver 1, we got Boyd going against Mike Williams. I'm not a big Mike Williams fan, so Boyd, he's probably going to have Bouye on him. So I'm still going to lean Boyd, though. Goodwin from San Fran going against Hardman. Any other offensive player outside of Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Watkins when he's healthy, it's like throwing a dart in the dark. You don't know if it's going to hit. So this Hardman, I'm going to lead towards Godwin. He's trying to get the stack there. Godwin hasn't done anything. But like I said, Hardman, you don't know. You don't know with Kansas City besides the other ones I listed. Running backs, Mark Ingram going against Seattle, going against Zeke. I'm going Zeke all day, baby. Going in, Matt Breida. I keep on telling you, I know you're a San Fran fan, so I know you're not going to move him. But I like Matt Breida. Going against Saquon. Saquon's coming back. He's going to be used. I'm going to lean towards Saquon. We're going into the tight end spot. Knox. I don't know why they keep on watching this boy. He has done nothing. Knox going against Miami, I guess that's what he's liking. And right now, Uptown's probably currently working on a tight end spot. So Knox has got the advantage right now because Olsen's on the bottom. And we're going into the flex. Pettis. Nice pickup there, Money. Like that. I like that. The little stack with Pettis. He's a better wide receiver. One of the better wide receivers out there. Not Goodwin. Goodwin ain't shown me nothing all these years. Pettis is all right. He started to show a little signs last week. But that was a good pickup. Dollar pickup. Why not? And then we're going Mark Walton in Miami. Going against Buffalo. Why not? On the bye. People on buys, this and that. You might be able to move him to somebody who gets hurt. He's starting to get carries, even though he got a couple less carries than what's the other boy's name? Drake. He was more effective than Drake. More efficient is the word they like to use. But I don't see this being the week he gets his first win. But no, I'm going to give you a luck. I'm going Money in the Bank. You get your first win right here. Hopefully I didn't give you the curse. Money in the Bank with the victory. I need to see him get his first win. All right. Here we go. Next matchup. We got Punk Ass going against Tooth. I know Punk's been waiting for this. Waiting for this matchup for a long time. All right, we got Punk at 2-4 in the 10th spot, and we got Tooth at 2-4 in the 12th spot. Quarterbacks, Matt Ryan going against the Rams versus Joe Flacco. I said it last time, man. You wacko for starting Joe Flacco. Of course, I'm going Matt Ryan that direction. We're going with the stack, Calvin Ridley going against the Rams versus Josh Gordon. I don't know, is Gordon going to play? And I'm still interested in Gordon. Homie, let me know something. Still interested, but I don't know if he's playing this week. You know, he's been kind of a letdown. I thought he was going to have a bigger role since AB did. I even thought he was going to have a bigger role before even AB even came in. But I don't think he's going to play. Cooper Kupp going against Atlanta versus Diggs. I don't think Diggs repeats what he did because Diggs killed me. All the touchdowns he had, I had played Diggs. Then I had him in another league, and he did me dirty. But I don't think he's going to do that again. Kupp's going to be used. Watch. Sean McVay's going to get the ball in this boy's hand because he is a valuable piece to that offense. So I'm leaning towards Cooper Kupp. Running backs, Todd Gurley. Is he going to play versus Leonard Fournette? Fournette's been balling. I'm leaning towards Fournette, even if Gurley plays. You know, David Montgomery going against New Orleans versus Frank Gore, Miami. New Orleans has a good run defense, folks. I don't know. New Orleans has a good defense. I'm going to lean towards Frank Gore. He's hoping for that goal line plunge, a little touchdown. That's all you might get. Tight ends, we got Witten versus Hooper. Witten's going against Philly, and Hooper is going against the Rams. Hooper's going to be used, so I'm leaning towards Hooper on this one. And the flex, DJ Chark going against Cincinnati versus Terrell Williams. Terrell Williams might not play. More than likely not might. He probably won't play with plantar fasciitis. That means his feet hurting. So Chark all day on this one, and I'm leaning my sis Punk with the victory. All right. Last matchup. We got the Joker going against Can't Get Right. My two East Stars family here, head to head. All right, let's look into this. We got Joker sitting at 4-2 in the 4th spot, and we got Can't Get Right at 4-2 in the 5th spot. All right. We got quarterbacks. We got Tom Brady going against the Jets. We got Aaron Rodgers going against Oakland. Tom Brady, because the Jets, and he does them dirty. Wide receivers, we got that stack with Julian Edelman, and we got Sutton tonight. Sutton is the number 1 out there, so I'm going to lean towards Sutton. I'm sorry, Edelman's a beast, though, but I'm still going to lean towards Sutton. Sterling Shepard, is he going to play versus Allen Robinson? I'm going to lean towards Shepard because I said before, New Orleans has a nice defense. So Allen Robinson, plus his quarterback situation is kind of hurting Robinson right now because Trubisky's a bum. And if Chase Daniels comes in, he's not the greatest either. So I'm going to lean towards Shepard if he plays. If he don't play, then of course it's Allen Robinson. Running backs, Alvin Kamara versus Jordan Howard. Is Kamara going to play? You know, that's a tough. I think he does play. That's why they kind of limited him last week. But Chicago is rough. So his number is going to be limited versus Jordan Howard. I think Jordan's going to score this week against Dallas. Jordan Howard. I'm leaning towards Jordan Howard. Next one, Derrick Henry, my man, going against the Chargers. And we got LaShawn McCoy tonight in Denver. Derrick Henry, they're going to get him back going again. You know, they're starting a new quarterback. They're going to let the ball to Derrick Henry's hands. We're going tight end Walker going against the Chargers versus Zach Ertz. I'm a big Zach Ertz fan, even though I don't like the Eagles. I got Zach Ertz in this matchup. And we're going into the flex. We got Carlos Hyde going against the Colts versus Aguilar, Dallas. Hyde all day. And we go into the defenses. We got Chicago versus Green Bay. You know, Chicago is going against the Saints, and Green Bay is going against Oakland. I'm going to lean towards Green Bay. So I'm going to lean towards Can't Get Right with the victory. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes my video on the Week 7 matchup or predictions for each matchup. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Check y'all out tonight. Make sure you watch the video after I get done filming with my partner, Punk Ass. Y'all have a great day. Wait, I got to end this correctly because I got to make sure my day's right. Where my music at? Hold up. Enjoy your day, folks.